cran is a very stereotypical uilleann pipe ornament. It's used all the time on the pipes. Thanks to a handful of flute players a while back, it made its way into the flute tradition as well. And it really sounds very well on the flute. It works on the whistle. The whistle is a little bit quieter on the low end. Doesn't have that real strong low D like a flute does. And that's where we're going to do this ornament, so you don't usually notice it as much on the whistle, although it's perfectly fine to adapt that to the whistle if you're playing that as well. But it seems to go a little bit better on the flute. The trick is we're doing 3 separate cuts on a single note, in this case D and E. And the reason why we really only do it there is because you're using the fingers that are necessary to play those 2 main notes. There are 2 ways to do this. The way I learned is probably considered the least acceptable way. If you want to play it my way, that's fine. If you want to play it the proper way, by all means go with that. The way that I do it is basically going down the instrument. The G note, the G finger, the F sharp finger, and the E finger. So going like so. And you're playing each three note, and you want to make sure each one sounds properly. The technically correct way to do it is a little bit out of order. You play the top note first, the bottom note, and then the middle note, in that order. So again, whichever way you want to go, I would say go with what you can play. This is how I learned it because nobody really taught me any better. It stuck with me, and that's how I'm playing it now. And apparently my ear is not good enough to tell the difference, so that's what I'm sticking with. So I'm going to play it up tempo, the way that I play it. Again, feel free to try it the other way if you're so inclined. Play it a little bit slowly here at first, so you can hear the concept, and then speed it up. So those are the 3 notes. And again, you want to make sure each one sounds properly. When we play it up tempo, you can kind of hear it has a good growly kind of sound. So make sure you hit each note, and again, you can play this on the E as well, because you've got the fingers down for that. So you can play it there as well. You can also play it on the high D, which I think sounds pretty cool too. Because you've got that top finger up, each note really sounds pretty strong, and it cuts through that D. So again, make sure you're playing it nice and slowly and getting each of those 3 notes to sound. Try it the other way if you want. Or either way, but make sure you're practicing it slowly so that each note sounds correctly as you go through it.